Being thoughtful about the future is amazing, but not letting it cripple you is the key.
Yeah, because my problem, I would think so further in the future, I would start worrying about stuff. It's stuff that I want to accomplish before I leave this earth years from now that I want to do. Like I always.
It's great to have ambition.
Yeah, that's one.
But if you cast too much judgment on yourself on a day-to-day on how you're reaching that ambition, you're gonna cripple yourself. The fact that you understand that that is your perspective means you're on the cusp of fixing it. Only thing that I've ever seen really work in this scenario where your DNA and your experiences has made you look half glass full, pessimistic versus optimistically blind, is to fundamentally surround yourself with optimistic people. You gotta cut out pessimistic and negativity, and you gotta add on optimism and positivity. It's as simple as that. You guys should be looking around at each other and whoever else isn't here, and like in order, who's the most optimistic and there's a real fine line between delusion and optimism. I'm gonna be in the league, but they're not even practicing. So that's delusion. I'm gonna be in the league, and maybe you don't see it, but you see them at least doing free throws 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. every morning before they go on the bus. You're like, at least he's trying. And the more difficult your circumstances are, the more likely you're around pessimism. My number one piece of advice of leaving here is whoever the most optimistic person is here, become more friendly with them. Straight up.
Your environment is keeping you where you are. Your environment has been perfectly designed to keep you exactly where you are right now. The people you listen to, the media that you consume, the habits that you do daily, all of them are designed to keep you exactly where you are. So if you want to raise your game, if you want to raise your life, you need to raise your environment. I've changed a lot over the course of having this YouTube channel. The people who've known me the best and the longest, especially in the past 2 to 3 years, have said, Evan, you've changed a lot. For the better, you've evolved, you're more confident, you have more poise, you're a better speaker, you're pushing the boundaries more, you've changed. What happened? How do I get that for myself, right? People want it. Whenever you are off growing and learning and evolving, other people, they want it. They want a taste of it. They want to do it too, because we are not designed to just photocopy our lives over and over and over again. So how did I get it? I paid more attention to my environment. I paid more attention to my daily routines. I paid more attention to the people that I hang around with. It's important. So looking at my physical environment, right? Look at this office. Look at the people behind me. This all means something to me. Looking at the new design that I've had here below. Putting things like my neck braces. It's down below, you can't really see it. But this inspires me. I walk into this every day. My YouTube videos, the channel, I create for myself. The people that I profile, I'm learning from. I feel like I have Gary Vee in my head. I have Oprah Winfrey in my ear. I've got Elon Musk telling me what to do, pushing me to try to get better. I hear these people talking about you have to be courageous, you have to be bold, you have to believe in yourself more. And when I feel myself being nervous about something, boom, 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 it's a push that I have to do it. And so I've designed my life, I've designed my environment to help push me to get to the next step. And it's scary, and it should be. Where am I going next? I don't know. I'm still a work in progress. But the more that you are around people who push you, who make you better, who make you want to do more, who pull you up to their level, guess what? The more you're going to get there. The alternative is you're stuck where you are. You stick with your friends, you stick with the media you consume, you stick with the habits that you have. And listen, if you love your life, awesome. If you're good, then you're good. Then don't change anything. But if you're not happy with where you're at, if you know you're capable of more, especially for the entrepreneurs, you know you're capable of more. You know you have a gift. You know you're a genius. You know what's in here needs to get out there, can have a huge impact and help a lot of people. If you feel like that's you, then you need to make a drastic change to your environment. You need to change it because everything you're doing right now is keeping you on the path that you're on. Maybe there's been some growth. If you look at who you were 5 years ago compared to now, you've grown. If you're watching this channel, you've grown, right? You've made some changes, but is it drastic enough? Like, are you proud of where you're at? Look at where you've come from in the past year, 2 years, 5 years. Are you proud of where you're at? And are you comfortable with that same level of growth for the next 5 years? If not, if you think, I want more, I want to help faster, I want to have a bigger impact faster, quicker, then the fastest way to do it is to change your environment. So if that's you, I'm going to give you a 3-step process that I think will help. Step number 1 is cut out negativity. Just cut out the people who don't serve you. Sometimes those are friends that you've had from kindergarten or high school or university. You're in the friendship out of convenience now. There's a lot of people who you might need to let go of. You might need to just let them go. They don't serve you anymore. You've walked your parallel path together, and now they've gone out. Well, they probably just stayed here while you've gone out here. They don't serve you anymore. And it doesn't mean you have to be a mean person or cold or rude. You're just not on the same path anymore. And a lot of people fight that because you're worried about finding new friends or being around new people. And so you stick with these people who don't serve you anymore. And that's a mistake because they're keeping you where you're at. Because their negativity, their complaining, their unwillingness to change, their pessimism, their laziness, their not chasing down goals, that becomes toxic. Even if you're trying to be a beacon, even if you're trying to be the person who pulls everybody up, if all you're doing is trying to pull other people up and there's nothing pulling you up, you're going to be limited for life. When I went to the Tony Robbins event, the second one where he invited me to come as his guest, at the end of the first day or second day, you're asked to go do a fire walk. And the whole idea is to do something scary. Well, I went home to my Airbnb at the time and I did the scary thing. I skipped the fire walk at Tony's event to go home and do the real fire walk, which was letting go of some people that I had been around for, in some cases, a decade plus, that this doesn't serve me anymore. I'm doing this just out of convenience instead of something that's actually helping me grow. And so I need to shed this skin so that I can be reborn. Like there's this new skin under you that's trying to grow, right? You're trying to become a butterfly, but you're forced to stay a caterpillar. You don't want that. So you gotta let go of the negativity. Sometimes that might be family. And with family, maybe you should cut out some of your family members from your life. Maybe that sounds drastic, but maybe you should. A less drastic version of that is just don't talk about some things. Limit access. If you know that career talk is always going to cause problems with your family, then don't talk about your career. Say, I'm not talking about that. And stand up for yourself. At what point is this your life? This is your life. Your parents, the people around you, they love you. They want you to have success. They're from a different era. They're a different generation. They don't know what's even possible right now. What they did, if you're 21, their life at 21 was totally different. Your parents' life when they were your age was totally different. They don't understand what's available right now. And so even though their message is out of love, likely, like your parents probably love you, they just don't understand what's possible. And you can't blame them. This is your fault now. You need to accept responsibility for where you're at and limit conversations, limit exposure, cut out the negativity from your life. It's really hard for a seed to grow when it's in a toxic waste dump. And that becomes a choice. You know, a seed where it gets planted doesn't really get the choice of where it gets planted. But you get to choose. You get to change your environment. So choose powerfully and cut out the negativity from your life. Step number 2 is then seek out optimism, seek out positivity, seek out things that make you grow, that make you want to learn, that make you want to push yourself, right? I have my channel that's really helped me, that every day I wake up and I'm surrounded by positivity and optimism and belief and things that drive me forward. That even if I've had a rough sleep or a bad day or whatever it might be, I see Steve Jobs right next to me, staring me down. I have my parents behind me, looking at me, encouraging me, putting belief back in me. I've got videos to go to that will build me up. I've got my Believe playlist of music that I listen to that will change my state and bring me back to a place of optimism and positivity. What is it for you? Is it people? Do you need to be around people physically? Can you go to meetup groups? Can you go to the library or coffee shop? Can you go join some entrepreneur circles? Can you become part of a co-working place? Can you be around people that are positive, that are energizing for you? Or can it be your physical environment, right? Or can it be your habits and your routines? Or can it be the media you consume? What are you consuming? What are you watching on TV? Or on Netflix? Is it entertainment? Are you just shutting off your life to try to forget about your problems and just be entertained? Or are you trying to educate yourself to build a better life? This is one of the fundamental problems in the world right now. People, they have problems. You have problems. Most people choose entertainment as a way to forget about their problems instead of education as a way to make their problems better. Do you want to shut off the world and laugh at somebody else's expense and watch Big Brother and see, man, that person's life sucks? Or do you want to go build a better life for yourself? Most people don't want to do the work to actually build a better life. I hope that you do, because that's how you actually end up being happy. Do you want to numb it with drugs, or do you actually want to build a better life for yourself? And then step number 3 is schedule for success. Schedule for success. So what are your daily habits? What's in your calendar? What is the thing that makes you feel bold, alive, contagious, optimism? What's the thing? For me, it's watching videos. For me, it's going through my 5S schedule. So I start the day with singing, where I have videos that are on YouTube that they're songs that make me want to sing, make me want to dance, make me want to move. It's the fastest way to change your state. I wake up tired and maybe low energy, and then I put on music and it changes my state and makes me happy. Do that for yourself. Don't put on music that matches your current mood. Put on music that matches the mood that you want to feel like. And it's the fastest way to just, in a snap, be able to change yourself. We all have music that makes you bounce and come alive. Start your day with that, right? That's part of mine. So singing, then sun. I like getting sun, going outside, being in nature, just having sun on my face, not just being stuck inside all day. Especially in the morning, makes a big difference. My third S is soar. So I want to do something that makes me feel bold and come alive. And for me, I don't have my phone here, but for me, I share a message. I want to share a message. I want to feel like the work that I do has meaning and importance. So I think about somebody that I helped yesterday, and then I share a message on Instagram and Snapchat and put it up. That helps me soar. What do you need for yourself? Then I sweat. So I'll do a quick workout, and then I do something to scare myself. Right now it's doing cold shower. So I sweat, and then I take a cold shower, and then it's like, oh, and I do difficult things. That's my morning routine, right? I call it the 5.5 S rule, because some days I'll start with a snuggle with my wife in bed. So we're seeing if that's going to become like a 6S protocol, but at least it's 5.5 right now. That's what makes me come alive. You might need something totally different. I'm okay with that. That's amazing. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to pray. Maybe you need to pet your cat. What is the thing that you need to do to make you feel bold and alive? And then schedule that in, so that you're not hoping one day that something happens. You're not hoping that you're gonna meet the right person, or hoping you're gonna find the right video. Like, demand excellence from yourself. Demand positivity and optimism from yourself every day. Because if you were bold, confident, optimistic, positive every morning, if you created that system for yourself, man, what could you accomplish in a year? Can you imagine? If you did something every morning that made you feel bold and confident, if you felt bold and confident every morning for the next year, imagine the life and business that you're gonna have. It's crazy. It's wild, right? So you have to create that. You have to schedule for success. Success will come from your habits. So look at your calendar. What are your habits? And if you did these habits, would it lead to you becoming a success?
Also, to make sure you're actually taking action after watching this video, I've designed a special free worksheet just for this video. The worksheet will highlight all of the lessons learned in this video, as well as pull out our 3 favorite learnings and quotes that will inspire you to actually do something. The worksheet will also give you space to write down what your key takeaways are and your specific plan of action to make sure you're getting results. If you want the worksheet designed specifically for this video, absolutely for free, there's a link in the description below. Go click on it and start building the momentum in your life and your business. I'll see you there.
Evan, thank you so much for having a couple seconds and being able to tell the Believe Nation a little bit about Empathy Wines. It means a lot to me that you would take this valuable real estate and time on your channel to give me some love. It means a lot. It's just good karma points, and so you're awesome. Thank you. Believe Nation, if you're into wine at all, go to empathywines.com. My whole career's work was poured into producing a wine that rivaled $40 to $60 wine for 20 bucks a bottle. I'm just super excited about this subscription-based wine business. You can order 3, 6, or 12 bottles in subscription form, rosé, white, red. If you search on Instagram or Twitter, you will be blown away. People are literally like, I don't even like GaryVee, but the wine's good. Super proud of the effort. Thanks, Evan, for the time. Wishing you guys all happy and healthy.
If you want to see the last one-on-one I did with Gary Vaynerchuk, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll love it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
I'm talking about something that the world thinks is a contradiction. I don't understand why anybody should ever verbally dress down an employee